I'm looking for Lieutenant Stamets.
He's in there. That area is off limits. No entry without a breath print.
Starfleet doesn't keep its engineering labs classified.
This is Discovery. I recommend you find a station.
Okay, but you've given her no task.
Yeah, you don't even tell her what she's doing here yet. She's just here, and you're saying engineering without any, like, pretext to it.
Yeah.
Sorry, these stations, we have assigned seats.
Oh, God.
So she has special needs, as in mentally handicapped.
Okay, like, I'm nothing against people with mental handicaps. I mean, I have ADHD myself, but this woman is like, you have no business being in a military vessel, let alone a scientific military vessel where it's absolute top secret shit going on.
She's, to be honest, she strikes me as a cartoonish depiction of a mental handicap.
Yeah, I'm thinking like autism on the low side of the spectrum, if I had to guess.
I would say, yeah, I'm guessing that's what they're shooting for.
I'm Michael Burnham. I was assigned.
Who gave you an assignment? I'm the only one who gives assignments around here.
Is that important? Do we care?
I think it was those electro bugs or whatever.
You're making this very complicated.
I was raised on Vulcan, and I attended the Vulcan Science Academy.
My uncle Everett plays in a Beatles cover band. It hardly makes him John Lennon.
I'm not sure I'm following.
Well, if Lorca thinks you...
Okay, it's gone back to a 2.
Yeah, this is pointless diatribe.
Yeah.
It's filler. They're trying to make this they want it to be a 48-minute long episode, and they're just filling it with needless fluff.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with a 30-minute episode if it's done well, you know?
Yeah.
Go. Somewhere else, please. It's not like we have assigned seats.
You know, you ever seen the Triple X movies with Vin Diesel?
Yes.
I'd be going straight up Xander Cage in terms of a dress down to that guy right there if I was her.
Mm-hmm.
Just be like, listen, I didn't ask to be here. I didn't ask to do this. You guys wanted me. So either you give me some straight answers or you can right off. One or the other.
Yeah, put me back in my ship and send me back on my way. Holo displays.
Okay, it seems way too advanced for the time period.
Yeah.
That's because they didn't have holo displays even in the original Star Trek.
Yeah, like I was watching Trek Yards. They got a pretty interesting channel, and they were commenting like the standing, you know, like the holographic thing going on with the person that was like kind of glitchy that they did for, you know, long distance calls.
Yeah,
like we could kind of buy that because maybe it just proved to be such a unreliable bit of technology. Look how much these things are glitching out.
Yeah,
but this stuff, I mean, a lot of this is just like, okay, did you reference your original material?
Yeah. And I feel this is advanced even for like next generation Star Trek at this point, you know?
Yeah. This is like Voyager level, honestly.
Yeah.
For a lot of this technology. Because Voyager had a lot of the holographic tech by that point.
Yeah, well, I do understand that like next generation TSA were limited by their budgets and their time periods of coming out, but if you're going to do a prequel series, you got to keep to the canon. That's just how it works, you know?
At least the design aesthetic. Like, I could buy this if, as we're panning, we see that there's actually, like, a piece of glass and this is projected. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that'd be fine. And it's touchscreen on top of it.
Oh, my God. And clearly that's common technology because she's not confused by it. She's interacting with it.
I mean, if they said there's, like, the absolute state-of-the-art Starfleet ship, I'd say, okay, fine. But then it also brings the problem of the Enterprise being state-of-the-art when it came out.
Yep.
Ugh.
Where's the Glen?
Spirion 240.
I hate you. How?
A recent breakthrough.
I hate you. How?
All I can say is there are unexpected benefits to not growing your own. Right now we have to finish.
Are they a couple?
I'm guessing.
Because I'm getting that vibe from them, to be honest.
Yeah, or they are particularly close friends. Yeah, they come across as a couple.
Yeah.
It's just
Nothing
really
wrong with
awkward. Nothing. Yeah, it's awkward the way it's being portrayed. It's like everything in this episode when it comes to addressing individuals that have mental handicaps, awkward, like cartoonishly so.
Yeah.
This, if they're supposed to be a couple, it just feels, again, almost cartoonish.
Yeah, it feels like forced in a sense. sense, you know?
And I honestly, I wasn't expecting to say, oh, the first 2 episodes were better.
The first episodes are great compared to this one. I mean, this one's been terrible, and we're already halfway through.
But the first 2 episodes together, I rated as like a 6 to a 7. 7 if you're not a hardcore Trek. If you're not a Trek snob, they're good action. But this is just, I mean, even if you've never watched Star Trek and you've only had the first 2 episodes to go off of,
this is awful.
This is just not good.
No, it's not good at all.
Don't be like that. You're one of my oldest friends. We've been working on this for 12 years.
All right, so they're supposed to be good friends, and it's even more awkward. It just reads as really badly done, in-joke kind of stuff.
Yeah, because I've had a friend for like 20 years already, and me and him, like, no one would say we're a couple. But you and me just watching this, we get the immediate vibe they're a couple, you know?
Yeah. Just really weird how they're doing a lot of this stuff.
And there's no likable characters, save for maybe Doug Jones's character so far.
Yeah, and they even toned him down for this one. He's not as approachable as he was in the previous episode.
Yeah, he's a bit more of a dick this time around.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess you could buy that as like he went through hell, but...
Yeah, but...
If you're establishing characters, you want some established character, you know what I mean? I could see them developing into being an ass or whatever, but we had one episode, we have no context between those 6 months. Yeah. As an audience, we would prefer that the character type hasn't changed a whole lot.
Oh yeah, because like I've actually met Doug Jones at a con, and he's like the nicest guy in the world, and I'm like, he's coming off as a prick right now, and I'm like, but you're Doug Jones, you're just a genuinely awesome, nice dude. Even when you play a villain, he tends to be a nice guy, you know?
Right.
That displacement is too massive. It's not safe.
It is now. I worked out the kinks. Lurker.
I despise lurkers.
I'm struggling with these equations.
You're using internet lingo for someone in a chat room? Oh.
And not even modern internet chat talk.
Old school, like 5 years ago old school.
Try like 10 practically, like MIRC, internet relay chat level of old internet lingo.
This is bad. I mean, like,
why would I tell a prisoner of the Federation who is essentially a temp?
Better question, why are you a prisoner working on it to start with?
Yeah, if Burnham's supposed to be such a great engineer, or at least mathematician or whatever, and you're using them to put all this together, you don't trust them. Why would you trust them with it? They might put a bit of code in there that, on the surface looks good, but maybe pulls a Death Star, just a small vent,
And even worse, nobody's supervising her working. He's just doing whatever the hell he's doing. They have no security personnel keeping an eye on her, make sure she's not screwing anything up. And this whole thing is illogical. Like, I feel like Spock would be like putting his head through the wall right now.
And we have a bit of a disconnect here. For his holo display, he's got the glass.
Yeah.
But for her, they have a full-on holographic display.
Yeah.
Did the set designer and concept designers not talk?
Apparently not.
And then they have stations that actually have full-on buttons, but everything's been touchscreen.
Yeah, so this is dumb. This is really dumb right now.
Yeah.
But either way, this line here, it's a mistake.
You can go, lurker.
Submit.
What's the point of this? It's established nothing other than she can look at code and do a montage sequence to find other code she points at.
And this guy's an asshole.
And that we as the audience have no connection to.
No, not at all. I have no concept. I have it's been 20 minutes. I have no idea what the hell's going on.
The only thing I can think, and that's only because I've watched so much fucking Star Trek, is it feels like there's a Section 31 element to this vessel. Not necessarily everyone knows what's going on, but there is, like maybe some Section 31 operatives.
Oh yeah, there's some black ops shady shit going on in this vessel. But that's all I can gather.
Yeah, and everything that's happening to Michael Burnham just smacks of a mental resilience test that's been poorly written by the author of the episode.
Yep.
Like, these were just all tests to see her resolve, to see if how we can push her, to see how we can see what she's really, is she still loyal to the Federation and stuff like that. But it's not coming across well.
No, not at all.
Breath scan for entry. Lieutenant Paul Stamets.
So you leave her completely alone, except for one random officer that's completely absorbed into their station. And you were just complaining 2 seconds ago that you don't trust her.